How's it going, everyone? As you know, yesterday, the 3.20 expansion of Forbidden Sanctum dropped, and I just wanted to show my day one progress here. So our build this league was Explosive Arrow Champion, tried and true league start that pretty much breezes through the campaign and through all the Void Stones. It's tanky, it's got damage, and it's my kind of playstyle with totems. So we finished up the campaign in around 10 hours. I've been on for a few minutes today. And we had a few deaths, 4 deaths. It's softcore. I wasn't paying 100% attention at all times. But campaign was smooth. Let's show off some of the gear here. We picked up a Quill Rain yesterday while they were really cheap. This was 4C for the max rolled projectile speed. For the most of this gear, we just found it. Decent helmet with life and some res. This ring is terrible. This ring is terrible. This amulet is terrible. Our body armor is terrible. Our gloves are somewhat okay. Our belt is terrible. And our boots are somewhat okay. Our quiver is also terrible. You see, even with this gear, it was pretty smooth through the campaign. Our flask setup is definitely nothing perfect either. Just a life flask, 2 quicksilvers, a quartz, and a mana flask. What we're looking to do next is upgrade our existing body armor to this 5-link that I picked up yesterday for 2 chaos. Probably looking to put an essence on this and swap in to a 5-link going forward into maps. See, right now we have a bit of upgrading to do when it comes to our resists before really getting into the mapping. But that will be for today, and that progress will be seen in tomorrow's video. The passive tree, we've completed, of course, our lab, up to our 3rd lab, and the PoB for this tree will be in the video description. I got this build from Zizaran. I played his explosive arrow build in the past, and it worked really well, and I would definitely recommend it. Well, even before we do an upgrade, I figured we could run through a map, and I could talk about my thoughts on the league mechanic and just the league in general so far. We have some extra alps, thankfully, from the league mechanic. This doesn't look like too terrible of modifiers. We should have no problem running through this map here. So a reminder, my resistances are not too great, but I do have some decent spell suppression, so let's run through this map. So far, the league mechanic has definitely been interesting to me. I've enjoyed running it towards the end of the campaign more than at the beginning. I found that at the beginning, the monsters were a little tanky. At the league start, my build was not dealing a crazy amount of damage, and so it was a bit of a struggle. But I like it a lot because it's definitely a different way than I think a lot of us are used to playing the game, in that you can be as tanky as you like, And sure, you might not lose any health, but if you get hit, you're losing resolve. And that's all that matters in the Sanctum. Unless you're a hardcore character, or you're pushing levels. But so far, I haven't noticed the damage within the Sanctum to be too scaled up. So really, it's all about that resolve and how you can avoid attack in the Sanctum. For the most part, I like that. But we'll see how it goes the deeper we go into maps and the build gets stronger. I think that was one of the reasons I chose totems or the explosive arrow ballista build in the first place this league. I find that it is easier to put down my totem. My totems will eventually also taunt, and that should definitely help keep my resolve up so I can complete all the floors of and rooms of the Sanctum. For those of you who don't know, the League mechanic is a roguelike that has 4 floors and 8 rooms per floor, totaling 32 rooms before you complete what they call the Forbidden Sanctum. So definitely very interested to see how that plays out. You're not completing a whole League mechanic for 32 maps. So far, I don't think it will be too much of a problem. As you can see, we're taking a lot of damage. We definitely need to make some upgrades before mapping anymore today. But there are times when after each reward after a certain room you are granted the choice at a reward now or some rewards later. So definitely an interesting, geez, my fire resistance is very low. Definitely an interesting mechanic, and I'm excited to see how it plays out. Just finishing up Itava here. As you can see, we definitely get tankier. I think we have no way to get bleeding off of us, and also I need a new filter. There's so many items around right now for my liking. This was still my leveling filter that I was using, so that's why. When we get on that 5 link, it should feel pretty good. So many items. I can't believe we actually managed to live this. It's just this guy in this bubble. Quite tanky in there. So far, we haven't gotten any major lucky currency drops. Hopefully that changes today, and I die. Amazing. Yes, the defenses are definitely feeling a little rough. Put items back on. But overall, the build is feeling smooth. The league start went very well. I'm looking forward to day 2. As for the Arc Nemesis changes, definitely seem like a positive change right now. This is like an example of one. Put that a little quickly. Let's set the Sanctum as well. So this is the League mechanic, the Forbidden Sanctum. You'll see that, for example, this first room I did offered these rooms on completion. It offered me the choice of Alchemy Orbs now, Orbs of Regret at the end of the floor, which would be after defeating this boss, or Chaos Orbs at the end of the Sanctum, which would be after defeating the 4th boss. Now I have a choice of offers item on offers these orbs of fusing only on completion. But it will afflict me with a mark of terror, which would inflict monsters would inflict resolve weakness on hit. So you see your resolve bar at the bottom. When you lose all your resolve, you lose the Sanctum run. Like I said, this is a roguelike, so these exact rooms and layouts will never be, or very unlikely to be the same again. So we'll run through one of our rooms here. Rewards are unknown on the Sanctum map. Golden smoke. Generally, I haven't been trying to select things that will allow me to complete the whole Sanctum yet. I don't think my build is in a spot to be completing the Sanctum. But we have been able to get a few chaos from the rewards now. Also, make sure you are walking over those coins that you're seeing glowing on the ground, the auroras. Otherwise, you will not be able to use them in anything. You'll see already in this Sanctum I've lost a bunch of my resolve, and I think that issue will really... This room has already been completed, so instead of risking losing any more resolve, I'll exit, and I'll take my 3 orbs of fusing right now. It's been good for some minor currency influx to the character, but soon I think we will be starting to push things off to get higher rewards at the end of the floor, or at the end of Sanctum as a whole. Missed the little section over here. You can see them. It has a bit of mana problems when I have on both precision and determination. I just don't really restore the mana quick enough to not warrant a mana flash. So we'll run through the rest of this map, kill Java, and end the video there. But so far the league is going well. I'm a fan of these Arc Nemesis changes. So far I'm a fan of the league mechanic. This time we'll drop a portal just in case. That is a big mess. This guy with his temporal proximity shield is still alive. We need to take him out. One more phase of Kizaba. Nope, that's the end. So, lots of items there. Definitely change this filter, but that was just a small update of the day 1 progress. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think of the league mechanic, and Arc Nemesis, and I will see you guys tomorrow.